My name is Christine. I am now a mama of 2 little girls. A lot of things that are going to be asked in this question are going to be about motherhood, as well as my previous home that we owned. It was my second house that I've owned, so I know quite a bit about the process of buying and selling and building and things like that. So if you have any other questions that are not answered in this video, leave them down below and I will get to them as soon as I can. So hopping right in, I asked on the community section of YouTube, what do you guys want to see next? And you guys said Q&A. The first question is from Jess. She asks, have you ever considered doing interior design? Oh my gosh. You know, I never have, which is funny because I love playing around with moving things around the house and doing things like that. And you know, that's probably something maybe I should have done in college, but because I am a creative and it's something that I feel like that would really make me thrive. But working with clients and trying to feel their vibe and what they want, I don't think I could do that. I really don't think I could do that. I know what I like and I know what I think looks good, but I don't know if I could ever interpret that for somebody else. Did you take any classes? Oh no, Pinterest will do a lot though. Just scour the world of home interior on Pinterest and it'll just do amazing things for you. Your homes always look so put together. You have a great, oh, that's so sweet, Jess. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. You know, I know in our future home, I want to actually put money into decorations instead of things that have been handed down or things that have been gifted to me. I really want to make sure that the house reflects exactly who I am. Most of the things that I had in my previous homes were heirlooms from my grandparents, hand-me-downs from my siblings or my parents, and a few things here and there that I bought from Home Depot. But the secret, really, Pinterest. Just look on Pinterest, see what you like, and draw inspiration from the items in the picture if you like it, and try to make it work in your space. And you'll probably, and even though you don't have the exact items, you're gonna end up with a pretty decent space. What is my favorite recipe? Right now, I'm obsessed with my granola. I have the recipe, exactly how I do it, an image of the entire recipe and directions, as well as me going through and showing you exactly how I do it, talking about it on my Instagram highlights if you want to check that out. But, oh man, I love my granola right now. That's probably it. But if I had to choose, you know, I really don't work, me and my husband don't really cook off recipes. We kind of just go with our feel. I did go to culinary school for 2 years, so I have a really good idea of what goes well together and what doesn't, and flavors that I like, and different things I like to play around with. So we usually develop everything. The next question is, do you have any tips on dividing attention between children? I'm still struggling with it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a daily struggle. You have to be very intentional. At least with my kids, I had to be very intentional. My 4-month-old is very aware whenever I'm giving her older sister, who's 3, more attention. My 3-year-old is very aware when I'm giving more attention to the younger ones. So nap times are gonna be your best friend to give one-on-one time. But no, it's a daily struggle. In the beginning, whenever I transitioned into having 2 kids, which I have a video on my second channel all about transitioning, I'll leave that down below. What all I did, that worked beautifully in the newborn stage. As soon as she got out of the newborn stage, everything changed, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, now I have to figure out everything again. So my youngest, she sleeps in our bedroom, she sleeps in my bed, and I have all night in the morning time with her. The youngest one's not that big of a deal. She's not gonna grow up and resent me for the first year of her life. She's not gonna remember. My oldest, she's very aware when I'm smiling at the youngest, or I'm giving her more attention, or I'm holding her longer, or when I'm breastfeeding her. She does get pretty jealous then, or changing her diaper, things like that. And she's been acting out a lot lately. So I've had to reassess. I took the 2 weeks off this channel and my other channel just to reassess our schedule, where my head's at, what I want in life, and how to better serve her as my older daughter who's struggling with emotions. She's not talking yet, and she can't really tell me what's going on. And it's a lot, you know. Every parent has their woes, every parent has their struggles, has that roadblock that is just keeping them from growing and having a seamless day, and it's just gonna be perfect. That day does not exist. I'm here to tell you it does not exist. But one thing that has worked with my daughter that I haven't heard any advice from anybody else is to cuddle her more. Not just spending time going out to get ice cream or do an activity that worked in the beginning, but now just sitting in the chair and rocking her, letting her sit in my lap while she's eating her lunch, things like that. Or like when we're in the car and we're running errands, if her sister's asleep, I could put her in the front and we have like a little me and her time that way. She really values that, and I've realized that we have much better days, but it's hard. I don't believe there is a perfect balance. There's always, I mean, not every child has that jealous quality in them. Some just are unaware and just don't care, but you know, in the back of our mind, you always think like, oh my God, did she see me smiling at the other child more? You know, was she acting out because I wasn't doing enough? But I'm here to tell you, when you're blessed enough to have children, regardless if they are your biological child, you're exactly what they need. You are exactly the mother that they need. As long as you're trying and your heart's in the right place, you're gonna be fine. I sometimes end the day with a lot of mom guilt. Yeah, me too. I think it's just, everybody does. It's just, some people can turn it off easier and faster, but there are those of us who are very empathetic to our kids' emotions and other people's emotions, and you just can't cut it off. And you just literally will eat yourself alive. But just try harder the next day. You know, make plans in your schedule of things that you want to do, something that you know your child loves to do. Like my Parker loves to go to the library, so I'll make sure we go to the library. She loves to go to the park. If the weather permitting, we'll go to the park. She also loves art, so doing an art project with her would make all the difference in the world for her. And my next question is, does Greg Tilley's allow you to add your own touch to the home for it to get a more modern look, for e.g. freestanding tubs, etc., or do you have to pay extra? Answer is no. And it's not really Tilley's, it's who the builder is. So if you have Platinum or any of the other builders they use, you have to use what tubs that they supply, what faucets they supply, lighting fixtures they supply, all that stuff. You have to use what they supply. So no, you can't like go to Lowe's or go to some specialty store and pick out what you want. They might work something out where they will leave the tub out and they will let you put it in yourself, but they won't put it in. All right, so that's all the questions from YouTube. So now let's move over to Instagram. All right, so this question is, what is your favorite kind of wine? All wine, they're my favorite kind of wines, but if I had to choose, I don't know, it's between Merlot and White Zinfandel. I would have to say, well, it depends on the day, the year, the month, my mood, but I would probably grab the White Zinfandel or a Rosé over a Merlot. The next question is, why did you decide to open up a new channel, Mom Thyme, and why is it called Mom Thyme? You know, with my oldest, I just felt like I was always 5 steps behind and I couldn't catch up. I didn't know what she wanted. I didn't know what would work for her. None of the advice online fit our situation. Nobody in our family fit our situation, their advice. And it was hard. It was a huge struggle, and it still continues to be a huge struggle. But as soon as I had my second daughter, it clicked. I've been here before. I know exactly what to do. I have all this knowledge of all the things that I researched and asked and questioned and found and experienced with my oldest that I could instill in my second, and I knew exactly what to do. So since there was nothing that really worked for my oldest that I could find online, I thought more information on the internet, the better. I'm gonna create a second account and I'm just gonna give all of my mother advice that I have, anything and everything motherhood, I wanna talk about it there. I didn't wanna bury this channel with that because I've gotten so many more subscribers specifically to my modular home videos and specifically to my vlogs talking about my houses, buying, selling, building, that type thing. So I didn't want to bog this channel down. I felt like that information needed its own place. I'm still trying to figure out what this channel is. Honestly, part of me just wants to keep it how it is, where it's just me. Anything and everything I'm interested in besides motherhood will go here. Our house stuff, updates on where we're living, what we're doing, what the latest thing. Like right now we're doing homeschooling. I'm talking about that on this channel. Whenever we buy our next house, I want to talk about that, do the whole process, house hunting, closing, moving in, getting everything where it's at, and like doing projects around the house and outside and a garden, all the things. I want to document that on here. Also, I like documenting our daughters whenever they, you know, reach different stages in their lives as well. I decided not to do monthly, weekly updates with my second daughter because it just seems pointless to put up videos about milestones, because I don't want to be the person online that other mothers are looking at and being like, my daughter's not sitting up yet, what's wrong with my child? I don't want that, because I felt that, you know. I have a 3-year-old who's still not talking, and it's really hard to look at other people's channels or feeds and their child talking so much and they're younger than my daughter. So I don't want anybody else to feel that way, so that's why I haven't been doing updates. Alright guys, those are all the questions that I got. If you have any more, leave them down below and I'll do another video or answer you down there. Follow me on Instagram and you will see me and my family, what we're up to every single day on stories and on the feed. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Bye.
I got you in my sights now, so close but I can touch you, maybe we should